It's like, just wanted to say, man, been a fan of you guys since I was 17. You kind of defined my last year of high school, a lot of my early 20s. Just want to say, you guys are awesome. I want to shake your hands for 3 years. I'm still expecting to be like, fuck off. Doesn't happen. Chase my hands, oh, no, cool, man. Yeah, why don't you hang out for a little while? Like, there's nothing else going on. So we're shooting this shit for a minute. He taps me on the shoulder and points across the room. He's like, do you know that guy? I look over, and I see this guy. He's in, one of those sort of big kind of electronic wheelchairs. And I remember him from earlier in the show. Now, one thing you don't want to be at a metal, hardcore, punk show, you do not want to be at elbow level. It's a bad place to be. And I remember seeing this guy in the crowd, a little too close to the pit. This was when I was young and didn't feel pain. So I dove in front and blocked for him. Just a good thing to do. Just what you do in this environment, right? I was like, yeah, I saw him earlier. I blocked from him a couple times. Sasha's like, do me a favor, go get him. I was like, sure. I'm like, sitting hanging out with my hero. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'll do whatever you want to, man. So I go over to this guy, a little bit younger than me. He's like, hey man, what's your name? It's like, Jim. Well, cool, Jim. Sasha Konisko wants to meet you. And he just looks at me kind of like, what the fuck? It's like, really? I'm like, yeah, dude, I was sent over here by Sasha to come get you. Like, you want to meet him? It's like, hell yeah. So he comes on over. Konisko just looks at him and just goes, you're the biggest badass at this show. Period. Jim's sort of like just dumbstruck. It's like, what? It's like, no. So you've been here and that thing the whole time? Are you shitting me? These are rough shows, man. Like, you've survived this whole thing, but you are the biggest badass I've ever met. What do you want? Jim's still sitting there like, I don't know. He's like, Konisko's like, what do you want? We do t-shirts, we do CDs, anything. We'll sign the whole thing. Everything you want. Anything. We'll give you the whole fucking merch booth. And Jim just sat there for a minute. He's like, well, I'd really like to meet Raymond Watts too. I'm looking over at Sasha like, yeah. I'm just a hanger-on at this point. At which point Sasha just stops everything and goes, Raymond! Over here! Now! Meanwhile, by the stage, there's Raymond Watts talking up a couple groupies. He just turns over and says, what? What are you on, Sasha? I said over here, now! Raymond comes over, kind of shambling, because he's been drinking most of the night. He's like, what are you on, Sasha? Sasha points at Jim. He's like, this is Jim. He's been in his wheelchair the whole time, and he survives the whole fucking show. He's the biggest badass we've ever met. And Raymond just looks down and just like, really, mate? You've been here the whole fucking time? Are you shitting me? He's like, looks at me, who are you? I'm like, hi Raymond, I'm John. Are you his brother? I'm like, no. Sasha simply goes, oh, fuck yeah. And then Raymond just starts wandering around this wheelchair, just going around it. And then he just gets down to the back, just gets down like this, and he's just like, Sasha, you need to probably see this. He's got a fucking pig bumper sticker on his fucking wheelchair. Pig was Raymond's side project. So Sasha comes around and she's like, that he does. From this point out, Raymond and Sasha made it their mission to make this kid's night. Flat out. Like, they're sitting there just like showering him with merch. Like, at one point Raymond's just sitting there like, Mike, how fast can this thing go? Like, I only should race me across the bloody floor. Let's go. And of course letting Jim win. Like, and this guy was just having the time of his fucking life. I'm just sitting off to the side just being like, this is pretty awesome. So we're all hanging out. Eventually one of the roadies shows up. Comes up to Sasha Konietzko and says, Mr. Konietzko, your dinner. Open up, it's a bottle of wild turkey. So we start passing the bottle around, and it gets to Jim. Jim kind of looks at it. Sasha's like, Jim, have your dinner. Jim's like, well, I really can't drink. So Sasha looks to me, he's like, John, you will have Jim's dinner, now! I'm like, I'm not really one to argue at this point. I'm like, yeah, sure. This goes on, seriously, for a good 45 minutes. I've actually totally forgotten about the people who give me a ride to the show, by the way. And we're just sitting here, just all of us just talking about life, enjoying each other's company, just the whole band is eventually surrounding this kid, just doing anything they can think of to just make his night. And then something weird happened with me. This is where I kind of become the main character for about 2 seconds. Is I looked around, and albeit this was before the days before social media ruled us,